Hey guys, it's Abby from with Pellinor, and I thought I would try something a little bit different today and show you my bullet journal setup and the stuff to do with reading that's inside of it. So let's pop my coffee out of the way. Yes, I did just leave it in for the shot. Don't judge me. So I'll start off with what this actually is. It's a bullet journal from the shop Flying Tiger. I think it's Swedish. We have it here in the UK. My mum got me it as a little treat because it is a lot cheaper than the Leuchtturm, which I had previously been using, the Leuchtturm 1917, which I just finished. So let's have a look inside. Coffee can go up here. So just at the very front here we've got the index page that I made. I have put in everything that's in it so far, and I think that 2 pages should be enough because all of my all of my monthly trackers, I just put month and then tracker. So it should be fine just to be able to fit everything in there. Then we've got my future log, again sticking with the rainbow theme that was around the edge here. And I haven't written anything in yet. I didn't want to put in personal appointments and things before doing this video because I'm already going to have to cover up quite a bit of stuff in this. I don't want to have to cover up anymore. Then the rest of the future log here just to go on to the end of the year and then carry on for the first few months, because I was finding with my previous bullet journal that I needed those extra months to note things down that were happening, like doctor's appointments and things. And this page here, screen time, I haven't actually finished it. So let's just do that now. Oh, wrong pen. It would help if I had the right pen. So this one here, as you can see, just finishing it up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to note down every single movie that I watch. I might end up including TV shows, I haven't decided yet. But I tend to want to watch a lot of films and then never get around to it. I didn't watch films really as a kid. It wasn't something that we did. So I'm quite behind. Even my dad will be like, oh, how have you not seen that? It's like, well, because you didn't show me it, Kev. So although it isn't book related, I may as well mention here that this is going to be how I track what I've watched. So whenever I watch something, it'll get filled in with one of the little picture frames, I guess, because technically this is still pictures on a film roll for any very young people who for some reason are watching this video. And yeah, I did in my last bullet journal have little TVs with a tiny little antenna, again, old TVs, for TV shows, but I might end up just putting them in here, we'll see. But for now it's movies, we'll see how it goes. Then, the piece de résistance this is the 184 books that I own and have not read and need to read. I actually need to colour in a couple more, so I've got 2 coloured in here. I've actually read 3 books that are on this list as of filming. I may end up reading more before publishing, probably not, but you never know. So yeah, I'm going to colour them in as and when I read them. This is just all the books on my TBR shelves, my physical TBR shelves, so it's nothing that I don't own and it's nothing that I've read before, so no rereads or anything like that. It took a while. As you can see, I got very bored of just doing it the normal way and started actually having some fun. I wish that I'd done this kind of more sideways books and stuff on here, but it's done now, it's all filled in. There is still room for me to add books if I end up buying any, which I hope I don't, or if I end up getting any as gifts. I'll be able to pop them in these gaps or above on here, even just squeeze them in because it doesn't need the spaces in between the books. So I do have room to put in more books if I get them, and if I don't then I think it looks fine as it is, and I might put in a couple of doodles at the end of the year, we'll see. But so my aim is technically to colour in everything on this shelf by the end of the year. We all know that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to colour in as much as I can. So yes, this is the main reading part of my bullet journal. Then this is the bit where I'm going to have to cover up one of the pages. So this big blur here is the birthdays of all of my loved ones. I actually need to add a couple of bookish people onto here, but yeah, so this is my family, my closest friends and partners and things like that. So they're all on there, each segregated for different months. just because I tend to forget birthdays. And then on this page here, as you can see, this is the BookTube Rereadathon for 2020. Alex Black Reads and Abi Mac Reads are running this, and the first reread prompt was to read a translated work, so I reread Heidi, which actually is right here. Da, da, da. So I've actually read this already, but it's not on here because it's a reread. But yes, Heidi. I'm gonna have to awkwardly unblur and reblur. How inconvenient. Oh no. Making a mess. It's fine. So yes, those are all the prompts, kind of shortened down so they fit in how I'd like them to. For the rereadathon, I'm planning on doing it for the entire year. Really planning. Reading buddy, I have never buddy read a book in my life, and I really want to buddy read The Gift with Alex, but we'll see how it goes. Then a tracking page. So I did this originally in my bullet journals, and I stopped doing it for a while because I wasn't really getting much growth, and I wasn't really bothered because I was busy. So I was very busy with other things, and so it wasn't something that I wanted to spend the time tracking. However, I do want to do it now, and I'm doing it in a less intensive way. Before it was in each month in its trackers, and so I had to track everything as it changed. Instead, this is going to be at the end of each month. I'm going to put in the numbers. So for my Bookstagram, I'm going to mark in the amount of followers that I have at the end of each month. Everything that I have book-wise on the internet is very small. I'm aware of this. I'm fine with it being small. I just want to know if what I'm doing is bringing in any more followers, if I'm losing followers, because I really enjoy interacting with everyone that I have on here. As a plane goes over my head, thank you plane. And so I'm just going to talk through the plane. And so I just really want to be able to keep interacting with everyone in the same way that I do. So yeah, Bookstagram, I've put in the followers that I had at the end of 2019. This is the only one where I planned it properly. So it's actually in there. And then I'll put in my followers at the end of each month. As you can see, it goes up to 380. I doubt it'll get that high, but if by some miracle I do gain 100 Instagram followers, then I'll just have to add another line and put in more numbers, which is what I've done previously when I've outgrown what I expected. And then with this, I just want to add up all of the likes that I got on all of the photos and average them out, just see if my likes are increasing, or if they're staying average, or if they're going down. This one is for my blog. I just put AOP blog so that it would be the same amount of letters as everything else, so that I could colour it in the nice rainbow. But yes, so my starting number was 109 followers on my WordPress blog, and I will again just keep filling this in at the end of each month and just seeing how it goes. YouTube, end of 2019, I had 183 subscribers. I think that's up to 185, a massive 2 subscriber increase. Hi guys! But I'm not bothered about the numbers, I'm just interested. Fill those in. And then Twitter, I have had, I don't know, 224 followers at the end of 2019. And again, we'll see how that increases or decreases. If it does go down, again, I'll just change the graph to go downwards. All of the links to all of these, I mean, obviously you are on my YouTube. The link to see more of my YouTube is the red button. Make the number bigger. Darn. But for the rest of these, all the links are always down in my description for every single video, and they're also in my about section on my channel. So if you do want to even just go check them out, that's where they are. Next page. This again is going to be a lot of blurring out because it's going to say too much about me and kind of my life and what's going on and other people's lives, which is the main problem. But so I've got different appointments and things in. I might have left some of them open so that you can see. It's marked in when I was filming with my best friend Georgia. So this is just my monthly planner sort of thing. Same as the month that the future log rather. It's the same as this, but this is just the month at a glance. Then I have the best part of the day, so I try and write in something positive that happened every single day. Yes, those are all fine to show. Those were my favourite parts of the days. I can't remember what happened from the 1st to the 3rd, I'm going to have to go back and check, because this wasn't set up, so I didn't fill it in. And this is because, to be perfectly honest, I have depression, I have done for a while, and trying to find one positive thing from each day is a good exercise for people with depression. So that is what this is for. Sometimes I struggle to find something positive, and it can be something really insignificant that wasn't really that positive, but it's something on the positive side rather than the negative. And sometimes it's a really great day, like when I filmed with Georgia. We filmed for the entire day. You guys will have been seeing the videos a little, like I think a week ago for when this video goes out, and it was so much fun and I loved it. So best parts of my day. Some more that's blurred out here. This is my spending tracker for the needed and unneeded. I did have it broken down further in the past to needed, unneeded, monthly, travel and food. I think that's everything. And I wasn't making the boxes the right sizes, so instead now I'm just having needed and unneeded and writing it in for that. Because if I bought any books, which I'm not gonna do, that would be unneeded unless it was for something like university, but I don't go to uni anymore. And if I buy, you know, like some sort of game or something, that's unneeded, but my prescriptions are required. Or like travel into work or to job interviews or things like that is needed. So that's the separation there. Then onto my pages read. This is very unaesthetically pleasing, which bothers me. You can see what day I'm up to. I am up to the 11th. I am pre-filming this. The reason for the colouring, just a shot of my head for a second there, is because those are the colours of the books. The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse, Slaves of Mastery, Heidi, and Do Not Disturb. And then I'm reading Turtles All the Way Down currently. Again, if you wanted to, you could track when I was filming this precisely, other than the 11th, like you could see my Goodreads and stuff. But yes, that is what I've done so far. It isn't very aesthetically pleasing, but it is simple enough that I can keep it up even when I'm really busy or just really not wanting to, which is something that I found that I need. Just if it gets super busy, I don't have the energy to be making a fancy, beautiful spreadsheet, whereas I can just fill this in. And then the last two are my habit trackers and my pain tracker. There are some more fun ones up here. I haven't properly filled them in yet, but there are also ones for my chronic illnesses and things like that. So some of this will be blurred and some of it will not. I'm doing this as if you can see it, it was off camera. But yeah, so this is the last page. I need to track a lot of things. Some of them, like I said, are fun. I've got one that literally is fun. Pick a day. My mum made me a little bind up of like prompts for pictures to take every single day for the entirety of 2020, so I'm doing that every day. I'll leave the link to the Instagram down below. They aren't anything special, don't get excited. I'm not good at photography. I'm not being like humble here. I'm really not that great, and to do it every day, but I'm enjoying doing it and I hope I can keep it up. And that is everything. I used to put in my daily to-do lists in here. I would block them out and have each day have its own block. This would be a week spread with an overall to-do list for things to transfer over to the next week, and I would do that for the month. Currently I've been having them on post-it notes and I'm happy with how that's working, so I'm going to leave it for now and we'll see what I end up doing in future months. So that is my bullet journal. I'm so proud of this page. I need to colour in one more book. I may as well do that now. So where is Do Not Disturb? Found it. So here's Do Not Disturb. That is not the colour of the cover. Great. I'll just try and layer some pencils. But yeah, so just filling that in. Let's layer this green on top of it, as I damage all of my pencils. Still not, but it's better than it was, so it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to colour them all in as and when I finish them. And then eventually this shelf will be completely coloured in and it'll be beautiful. Fingers crossed. So yeah, this was the main thing I wanted to show you because I'm very proud of it. It took me forever. Forever. Let me know down in the comments below if you have a bullet journal, whether you use it for bookish things, non-bookish things, if you've ever posted any pictures of it or anything, link me to them so I can go check it out. And yeah, if you want to see any more videos from me, click subscribe down below. As you saw, it will help with my, where is it? It will help with my stats. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!